JT Batstone is in studio with us this morning to talk about Saints Pantry and being a recipient of some of these foods. Good morning, JT. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me on.
Nice to see you here. First things first, and we got a call just as we were getting ready to start this interview that people here in the county have gotten their bags, or will get them today as well.
Right.
They say Thurston County on them, but that's just because
When we were being asked to be part of this, of course, we said yes. The bags had already been printed.
Oh.
So we weren't able to get our logo on the bags. That will happen next year. It was a timing thing.
Oh, yeah.
So
no
the
big.
food collected in Mason County will stay in Mason County.
Very good.
Very nice.
Good to note on that. How is Saints Pantry? Of course, kitty corner to us here at the Old Radio Ranch in downtown Shelton. So we see the need and the lines of folks all the time over across the way. How is Saints Pantry doing these days?
We are very busy, very busy. And year to date through the month of April, the total number of individuals that have received food from the pantry is pushing 4,000.
Wow.
3,962. That is representing 1,165 households.
Wow.
And that doesn't include the 400 plus backpacks we send out to the schools every week.
Yeah.
And with the schools, it's Merriam Knight, Southside, Pioneer, all the elementary schools here in Shelton, the middle school, the junior high, and the high school.
Wow. That's amazing.
We do that every week.
The need is still very great.
Yeah, the
Yes.
need is very great.
You've been in this position for what?
About 3 years now.
3 years now. And what have you seen over those 3 years? Just the increase in not only the return visitors, but the new folks that come over week to week.
What we're finding was, I think, probably the most heartbreaking for us is that the real group of individuals that's increasing are those that are children under the age of 18.
Yeah.
So they're part of a household. When the parents come in or the person comes in and they're new for us, they fill out an application form and they tell us the number of people in their household and their ages. We track all of that information. We have to report that every month to different organizations that we deal with: Food Lifeline, Northwest Harvest, Community Action Council. And so that's probably the hardest part. And the fact that our numbers at the schools for the backpack program keep going up.
Yeah. We've talked about the backpack program for a while now, years on the air, and it's amazing when we learn that these backpacks, in theory, are there to help the student through the weekend. Oftentimes it's the whole family utilizing the nourishment, and it lasts, I mean, mostly just Friday night, I'd imagine,
Right.
if the whole family's using it.
Probably. And what we've been striving to do with the ingredients in our backpacks through the SNAP coordinator, and I'm going to push people to please call your legislators about the farm bill that's going to probably eliminate that program.
Oh, wow.
They help us with coordinating with the schools and identifying those items that are a little more healthy. We've been really working on putting healthier items in those backpacks, but those items are expensive,
Yes.
very expensive. And if we don't get them donated, then we have to go buy them.
Yeah.
And, this mail carrier's food drive is going to be huge for us. We have a whole crew that's going to be there on Saturday to start sorting through the donations as they come in. It will probably
Very
take us 4 or 5 days to go through everything.
Yeah, I've
So-
done that before. It's not easy.
So thanks to all of you out there who will donate food this Saturday. It is desperately needed.
What will be and what are the needs for the types of foods that are preferred? And I know you can only speak to the needs at Saint Pantry, but I'd imagine across the country, as this letter drive is getting worked up, similar items will be donated.
Correct. Yeah. The one thing I want to emphasize is they need to be non-perishable, and we cannot take anything that's homemade.
Oh,
Health department just will not allow us to
Right.
distribute anything that's homemade. Nothing in glass containers, please. We really are in need of pasta, either like spaghetti or any kind of dry pasta or pasta in a box type of meals.
Okay.
Cereal, oatmeal, instant oatmeal is great. Please leave the packets in the box. We have to date everything, so
yeah.
if it doesn't have an expiration date on it, we have to throw it out.
Oh.
Peanut butter. Boy, do we.
A staple.
It's
right
a staple.
There,
It's
isn't
a
it?
great source of protein. It goes in those backpacks. We do try and have peanut butter once a month in our backpacks, but we also like to have it available weekly when we distribute food to our clients. Beans, dry beans.
Okay.
Black beans, pinto beans, mycoba beans are really popular with our population here. Fresh vegetables we can take as donations. We partner with the prison, and the Master Gardeners have the Catalyst Garden.
Yeah.
So during the summertime, we get a lot of produce from the prison and the Master Gardeners, but right now, not a whole lot. Produce is a little hard to put in your bag, but, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Soups with pop-top cans are really, really helpful. We do have a homeless population that we serve. They're a very small percentage of our clients, but they don't have can openers, and they don't have pots and pans generally. So anything with a pop-top can is really helpful for that. Tuna, preferably in water. Meat and sauce, like a tomato sauce, tomato with meat sauce in a can, no jars, please. And those are the main staple things that we could use.
Okay. And again, the
Granola bars, mac and cheese, either the cups or ramen, those things.
Okay.
Okay.
So the Letter Carriers Food Drive is Saturday, and you should have your bags with you now, dropped off by your letter carrier yesterday, today, and maybe some stragglers coming in tomorrow. But Saturday is the day to leave it out, and they will be making stops all around the country.
That's
as,
wonderful.
They're going to try to stamp out hunger in their annual food drive
I
at Saints
love that.
Pantry, receiving the some of the food donations here from the food drive. JT, thank you for coming in. We'll put the links to Saints Pantry in the show notes here, also on social media. So we'll put those up for you. And good to see you.
Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate the
Thank
time.
you.
Have a good
Okay.
rest of your day.
You too.